That is the dreaded sound of my alarm. And this is me trying to gather the willpower to get up and film this day in the work. This is me portraying a false reality. I don't actually ever make my bed in the mornings, and that is the world letting me know never to lie to my viewers ever again. My camera almost broke. This is me using the bathroom. Now there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who take their phones into the toilet and liars. Now I've lied enough this morning so you know which camp I sit in. Of course I'm just scrolling through Facebook and Instagram. This is me checking my weight. Now I either go up in weight or I just stay the same. So I don't know why I do it every single day. It's really, really annoying. This is me brushing my teeth, another staple part of my morning routine. And here's another staple part of my morning routine. I'm looking for the world's best cereal. Now, if by some miracle there are people outside of Australia watching this and don't recognize that cereal, that is the greatest cereal in the world. Forget Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is Wheat Bix. And that is a lot of milk for someone who is lactose intolerant. How about we add just a little bit more?
Don't use the microwave. It'll kill you. It's got all kinds of radiation.
I say it's easy, I say it's so simple, and I say it does the same job. This is how you're supposed to put your honey on your Wheat Bix. If you do it any other way, it just doesn't taste the same. And that is the consistency that you need to achieve. This is my work setup. It's really simple. I've got my personal laptop, my work laptop, a desk, a chair. Oh, look, I've also got some picture frames. And this is me sitting down to devour my delicious bowl of Wheat Bix while I pretend to look super, super busy. I'm pretty good, aren't I? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. For everyone who is new to the channel, my name is Yusuf. I'm a consultant who works for PwC, and today I thought I'd take you through a day in the life where I'm actually working from home. So I thought this would be a pretty cool video to make, because I do get a lot of questions around working from home, and I thought, hey, why don't I bring you guys to work with me? I don't have to travel very far today. And yeah, strap yourselves in, let's get started. Alright, so before I actually dive into my schedule for today, and today is actually quite busy, I wanted to make sure I'm not creating any misconceptions about consulting or the line of work that I'm in. Working from home is a luxury for the most part. I mean, look at me, I'm in my trackies, I'm in the comfort of my home, I had my breakfast, I've got my laptop right here. It is awesome. There are actually a couple of downsides, and you only really truly understand them when you actually do start working from home. And they revolve around not being able to disconnect from your work, and the fact that you are always present to your bosses is detrimental. But let's not dive into that too much. So how often do I actually get to work from home? Well, that really depends. It depends on a lot of things, like the project, the client, your boss's preferences, your own preferences. But the way I do it, and the way I've done it for the last 5 years, is if I don't have a meeting that I need to attend at client site, and if there's no need for me to be in the presence of my PwC team members, then I will definitely jump on the opportunity to work from home. Because at the end of the day, with our laptops and with our phones, we are always connected. A lot of workplaces are moving to the workplace of the future model, where they have less people in the office, where they're promoting things like mobility, flexibility, where they want you to work from anywhere. So working from home will only become more and more common. If you do have any comments or questions about anything at any point in this video, leave it down in the comment section below and I will get to answering them. Alright guys, so this is what my schedule looks like today, and I will give you more detail about each of these things as we get to them. So from 9 to 9:30, I've got a stand-up meeting. From 10 to 10:45, I've got a security meeting. From 11 to 11:30, I've got post-workshop clarifications with the client. I've blocked out between 12 and 1 for lunch today. Between 1:30 and 2 o'clock, we're going to be reviewing one of the draft deliverables. From 3 o'clock to 3:30, we've got a team check-in. And from 4 to 4:30, I've got my own coaching call. So this day is actually pretty chock-a-block, and in between all of these meetings, that is the time that I have to do the work that I need to do for myself. And when you do get a day like this where you're chock-a-block, back-to-back meetings, these are the days where you tend to stay back and have to make up all the hours lost during those meetings. But before my first meeting, there is an activity that I do every single day, and that is respond to emails. So emails tend to set the tone for the rest of your day, and there is an inverse proportionality between the amount of hours that your bosses have slept and the number of emails you get. So the less hours they sleep, the more emails you get, and the more hours they sleep, the less emails you get. So I spend about 15 to 20 minutes every morning just getting through all of the emails. So there's a lot of per my email, please see attached, kind regards. And yeah, the idea is to tie up as many loose ends as you can before you start your day. Let's get straight into that. Alright guys, so all the emails I needed to respond to are done. It took just over 15 minutes to get them done, so not too bad, but because I slept in and because it's so hard to get out of bed on time when you are working from home, I've only got 2 minutes before my next meeting, so let's get into that right now. Alright guys, so as you can probably see, I'm going to be joining a video conference. No one's here yet, so I need to make this really snappy. A stand-up meeting is something that we run daily on most projects. You want to talk through the tasks that you completed yesterday, what you're going to complete today, and anything that's blocking you from progressing. They don't usually take more than 10 minutes. They're short, they're sharp, they really get everyone on the same page, and I find them super beneficial. Just like that, that is the first meeting of the day out of the way. The benefits are I've got a concrete plan for the rest of the day and I know where I can be of assistance to my other team members, which is awesome. And that just ensures that as a team, we are more likely to hit the deadlines for all of our deliverables. Okay, so it's fast approaching 10 o'clock and I do have my security meeting. I'll give you a high level run through of what we're going to discuss in this meeting. So a bit of background on the actual project itself. So what we're doing is we are automating processes using bots. Now it sounds very sophisticated, very high tech, but essentially all we're doing is taking a process that someone completes manually. As an example, someone goes into work every single day and one of their main tasks is to go through a particular sheet and validate that all the entries are correct. Processes like this, where it's really repetitive, really manual, are really good candidates for automation. So we come in and we redesign the process and we code a bot to recreate the same steps that a person takes to complete that process manually. This is actually the easy part. The more complicated part actually surrounds the meeting that I'm about to step into, security. When you do create a bot, you need to treat it like any other resource in your organization. So it's got its own profile, it's got its own credentials, it can access systems, and that's where the security risk becomes real. We only want the bot to access things that it needs to access. Lo and behold, that one day someone sinister gets access to the systems and gets the bot to do something that we don't want it to, information gets leaked, and it's not pretty. The chances of this happening are pretty low, but we need to make sure that all of our bases are covered. So yeah, I'm about to step into a security meeting right now. This is about as good as it gets, guys. So I'm back in bed. This meeting is going to happen over the phone, so all I really need is this. I've got my laptop and some water because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of talking and my throat tends to get really dry really quickly. Two meetings down, the day is actually going really well so far. Let's not jinx it, let's keep going. Alright guys, one more meeting before lunch, and this is going to be a post-workshop clarification session. Now we ran a workshop with the client 2 days ago to go through what they wanted to see in the solution, what they wanted the bot to do, what they didn't want the bot to do, and it was a really good productive session. At the end of that session, I looked at some of my notes and incorporated some of the changes into the document, but there were questions that I needed clarified, and hence this meeting. Alright, another really good meeting. I've got all the clarifications I needed. There is some work that's come as a result of that conversation and there are some changes that I need to make. I will aim to make those and get them out to the client by the end of the day, but I am feeling the need for a bit of fresh air and I thought we could change the scenery up a little bit. Let's get out of the house, let's get some lunch and let's find a new place to work. You know what, this probably wasn't one of my brightest ideas. The weather is terrible, it's gonna rain any second, but the fresh air is fantastic. Taking no chances with this virus. Surely I'm not the only one who absolutely hates that low fuel icon right there. It's like I look at my fuel gauge more than I look at my speedo. I know I'm low in fuel. You don't have to remind me. If someone actually knows how to disable this thing, please let me know. I'll be forever grateful. Ooh, that hit the spot. It didn't just hit the spot, it like destroyed it. It was delicious. It was amazing. But enough of that. I've got 10 minutes to get to the library, get situated, and get on with my next meeting. Alright guys, so as soon as I walked into this library, I knew this was a bad idea. There was no practical spot for me to set up and actually have this meeting. But on the bright side, this was a draft deliverable review, so I knew I wouldn't need to talk much. Because what tends to happen in these meetings is we get the feedback from the partners and the directors, and we make note of this feedback and we incorporate the changes into later versions of the document. These review meetings happen all the time, they happen often. We can't afford to risk the reputation of the firm, so we need to aim for perfection with each deliverable. Alright guys, that was an epic fail. As you would have seen, this library did not work out whatsoever. It was small, there weren't really any spaces for me to sit down, set up, have my meetings. But not to worry, because we are flexible, we are tech consultants, we will make things work. All I need is my hotspot, my laptop, and I'm good to go. And the best part is the next two meetings are not full on at all. So the first one is a check-in between myself and some of the other junior resources on the project. So it gives us a chance to talk through what's working well, what isn't working well, and without some of the senior people on there, it makes us more comfortable to discuss things openly. The second and my last call for the day is going to be a coaching call, so that's one-on-one with me and my coach. Now this is a call where we discuss how I'm tracking against my goals, so we have monthly checkpoints, and as we approach the end of financial year, we need to make sure that I'm on the right track. So let's start with call number one. Hey guys, yeah, it's Yusuf here. No, I can't get on video because, yeah, a bit of an awkward situation, but I tried to get to a library and there weren't any good spots, so I'm in my car. Yeah, so you guys are gonna have to miss out on seeing my face today. There you have it guys, I finished all my calls for the day. I mean, I did have about 5 or 6, so in terms of busy days, this was probably as busy as it gets. In saying that though, there is a bit of work off the back of these calls that I need to complete. Probably not going to be ideal for me to do that in the car, so let's head home, smash that out, and wrap up this video. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along this working day with me. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel. There's so much more content coming. If there's anything you want to know about consulting, working from home, or any questions for that matter, leave them down in the comment section down below. And yeah, until next time, see ya.